Hey guys, I'm going to show you an exercise called the high oblique sit that I like to use to start loading people on a side of the body that they're not typically loading on. What we'll find a lot of times with these people is they'll start to squat just on one side, or they'll actually have single-sided radicular pain or sciatica or leg pain or back pain because they're loading onto the side. A lot of times they'll get the disc material to run this way because they're not getting onto this side here. So aside from that, we want them to actually load this side again, okay? So in order to do that, one of the best ways, other than doing things like open chain exercise, and you know the ones I'm talking about, where people are going like this. So we're trying to load this side and they try to go like this. This is not very good. The torso has to be stiff, and one of the better ways to do it is actually from the ground. Now, we're going to use the downside leg as the side that's involved. Now, the first thing is, if you've seen a video on the side bridge, this is the side bridge where the knees are together, just relatively like that, or sorry, they're in the same plane here. But actually, so the high oblique sit, we're going to split them. I like to ask people, when were they born? Were you born in the 90s? No, I wasn't. Well, today you're born in the 90s, okay? 90, 90, 90, 90, 90 the leg and back. Let me slide around so you can see. So just like this. We keep this wet leg relatively dead. It's not doing any work. This one's doing the work, but it's not necessarily doing the work in the fashion you would think. We're actually going to be driving it into the ground, all right? And something that's going to help you do that is actually to set your lean. And if you've done squatting before or deadlifting, you're going to realize the lean comes from the torso. We're not straight upright the entire time. And the same thing with this. So this high oblique sit, I like to go to the hand, stick this thing really hard to the ground, drive the palm of it through, and what you're going to see is my body's actually going to reflect my pushing away. Say it one more time. Driving the hand, keeping the elbow straight, is going to get my rib cage to come at more attention rather than slouching and watching TV. Okay? So when you do this, you're going to feel immediately that this part of the body starts to drag on the ground. It almost feels like you're getting a chafe. That's good. So what we want is, imagine there's butcher paper right here, and we're going to try to split it down the middle, and the parts where you're pushing from is the hand and the shin. So when you rock forward like this slightly, you're going to roll into the shin right there. I like to call this position, tell me a secret. Usually I'll stand right out there in front of the patient, I'll sit there and I'll say, shh, tell me a secret, right? So it's a lean in from the hip, or a second thing that works is actually you put something right there and say, we're going to crack a walnut right there. Can you lean on that, in on that spot? Sure, I can, good. Now you feel this contact here, you feel that. We're going to split those things apart. You're going to see right here I'm starting to come up slightly because I'm pushing here but not moving. Okay? Notice this spot again. I'm driving here, I'm pushing but not moving. Another way you can think of it is if you had a card right here, a business card, try to drive that card in. All right? We're trying to actually force this thing harder into the ground and use it as a pivot point to actually drive the body up, just like that. Now that we're here, a couple things to keep in mind, and by the way, this is a very hard exercise, so you don't have to go this high. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. The people that really can't tolerate this, and it's really hard, they'll shift like this. They want to get everything they can off of this. So I like to keep in focus that hand contact. You drive that hand contact right there and push yourself on the way down, really slow, really, really deep into a chair. Now we're back in that 90 position again. So I'm going to say this in parts. I know this is a long video, sorry, it's a complicated one. Most people need the instruction. So drive the hand, lean in, tell me a secret. Drive this thing in the ground, split the butcher paper. Push it hard, 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 come up. Pause there, feel in control. Make sure you're belly breathing. Drive that hand, push yourself really deep, 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 deep into the chair, and it should be just that slow. Let me do it from another angle here. Okay, one more time. Lean in. Or actually push the hand, sorry, drive the hand. Tell me a secret. That should be nice and tall too, by the way. Drive into here or split the butcher paper. Now that you're up, drive the hand, down, 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 down. So notice that one I wasn't very high, which that's perfectly fine. The higher you go, actually, the easier it is. Right here, I can hang out here all day. Okay, right into this range, I start suffering a bit. So again, just to reiterate, this is an exercise that I like to give to people who need to load that side better, all right? The mechanics of what it's working is actually the downside gluteus medius or external rotators are assisting to drive that knee, in and open this section almost like a book. Other than that, actually when you drive in like this, if you keep this pelvis forward, which I do like, tell me a secret, we're actually getting this downside adductor to pull the pelvis through and hold it there. So it's not just for one section of the hip, it's actually for both in this mannerism right there. So use that with some of your patients. If you guys have questions for me on this, I know it's a complicated one, feel free to ask. There's other videos that I'm going to have for you every single day of 2018, and I have a podcast which is actually really useful for clinicians to hear more complex topics and learn things like this and kind of the theory of why. If you're a patient or a general consumer, then by all means read the articles. The articles are specifically catered to people just like you, so they're easier to understand, and we go step by step through a lot of things. Like this video, please. Like it, because it's going to get higher on the YouTube ranking, and go ahead and share this for me. That'd be amazing. Talk to you guys soon.